Good morning, everyone, and welcome back. We are on day 3 here on Greengrass Isle. Ooh, didn't quite get 100 today. Interesting. We are going to start off with 783 Sneaky Snacking, our little dragon noodle, putting in some work. Also 10 honey, which is going to be very helpful moving forward. And we are going to grab our sleep points before we jump into this. We've got something a little bit different today. I broke my streak of even 100s. We're at 28.99 sleep points now. Kind of disappointed about that. I wonder how that's possible. I thought I slept quite a lot last night. Well, let's grab our daily lottery. We have a small handy candy. And come on, let's get back and let's jump into this because we do have something new we're going to try today. I haven't really messed with this other than to figure out exactly how it, well, not exactly how it works, but how to set it up. So we're going to try something and we're going to do this together. So I'm going to switch to our other screen first and I'm going to show you. We've got session 228. There's a new feature on the website now under map/sleep styles. Click that and you can go to sleep style probability. This is new, so we're trying to figure it out. We do know we're at Greengrass. And now we need to figure out what sleep type we got. So we've got 8 hours and 26 minutes of sleep. Let's hit next. We already know we got a drowsy score of 99 thanks to our sleep points. We got 4% dozing, 46% snoozing, and 50% slumbering. So what does that translate to? Or actually, no. The sleep type we want is under snoozing. And we got slumbering. So, okay. Under slumbering, let's just pick one for the hypothetical. Let's say we got slumbering and we want to know how likely we are to see. Let's say Magnemite. That's the one we kind of need. And we're looking for the 3-star sleep style. We got a drowsy score of 99. And this max drowsy power is the calculation, or the calculation that it goes up to. So let's see what our actual drowsy power was. And we'll set the limit there. It should be not too much. 17 million? So we'll just say a cool 17 million. Even though it was a little over that, we'll just say 17 and we'll let that calculate while the spawns load up. We got 4 level 1 spawns and 3 level 2 spawns. The calculation is already complete. So with 17 million, we should have roughly a 6.8% chance to see a 3-star Magnemite, which that is the expected count. Oh, no, sorry. The expected count of targets means there is a 0.0685 is the expected count of the targets. The probability of any target at all is 6.686%. So around 1 in 14.96 times we will see this Magnemite that we're looking for. So with only a 6% chance, not very high likelihood, but let's see if it turns out. So far, no Magnemite. Now, I don't think that this feature is going to be super useful in your daily, just trying to see what you're going to get for each individual sleep research, but I think it is going to be good for having the information of knowing what you need to get to have a decent chance of finding what you're looking for. I think that's where this is really going to shine, but I just wanted to test it on the fly. We've got a Graveler, a Slowbro, a Dodrio, a bunch of evolved forms, Diglett, Pikachu, Growlithe, and a Jigglypuff. So, looks like no Dedenne today, which is kind of to be expected, honestly. Our Growlithe is the hungry one, also a hungry Slowbro, and a hungry Dodrio. All things we don't really need to be hungry. Honestly, a hungry Pikachu would have been even better. That would have been nice. We don't need the Slowbro at all. We don't need the Growlithe at all. Both of those we have very good versions of, so we do not need them. Jigglypuff, we have 2 pretty good versions. Diglett, we have 2 good Dodrios. Dodrio, we could maybe use a better one, but I'd rather catch a Doduo. So I think, honestly, we just give the Pikachu the bonus biscuit. Now let's see how this pans out. Didn't get a big hit. We've got 13 biscuits. I think I'm gonna give it 1. So that if need be, if we see it again this week, which we probably will, we can just take it home with a bonus biscuit, and I think we're gonna wrap it up there. There's not really any point to feeding. Oh, it's full anyway. Not really any point to feeding anybody else. You just don't need them, so it'd be a waste of biscuits right now. Jigglypuff maybe, but I don't think Jigglypuff is a big concern at the moment. We are, let's see, what do we send out? I'm actually not sure. Maybe that Diglett candy will help some people out with getting some leaks. So yeah, let's send out some Diglett candy. There's probably going to be plenty of Pikachu candy in most players' inventory by now, and if not, we're going to get a lot from this event. So I think we'll do a little bit of a boost from the Diglett candy. As far as the expected sleep styles, we didn't see the one we thought we would. Again, it was only a 6% chance, and we have the event, which is giving us the pseudo-balanced sleep type, so it's also going to be kind of skewed by that as well. That 6% is probably a bit high during the event, but again, I also think this tool is going to be more for, like, hey, I really want to see a Dedenne. So I'm going to go to Greengrass. I'm going to click snoozing. We have a normal strength score of 100 because we have no bonuses from Good Sleep Day. I'm going to click Dedenne. I just want to see one. It doesn't matter which one, so I'll just go with the 1-star sleep. That's funny. Okay. Don't know what that's about. Gonna go with the 1-star sleep and just assume that I get a drowsy score of 100 because I normally do. And let's say we could probably end the week at probably 50 million. So we'll say we have 50 million as the max calculation. And then from here, we can kind of track how likely we are to see a Dedenne over the course of the week. I think this is where this tool is going to be the most helpful. You can see that Dedenne doesn't even really have a chance of showing up until we get to like 9 million, because even though it only costs 7 million, you still have to have room for the drowsy power for other spawns. And even then, the expected count still is not very high, nor is the probability of the target showing up at all. Let me see if I can get this a little more balanced in between the two. There we go, that looks better. It isn't until we get up to 32 million that we even get close to a 10% chance. Let's see, right at a 10%, 9.5%. It's not looking too great for our odds of seeing one, but 10% honestly isn't bad. And then as it goes further and further, of course the calculations take a little bit longer as they get more and more complicated and numerous. We are hovering around that 10% chance roughly. Like 9.5. It keeps bouncing from like 9.5 to 10, just about. Oh no, that is 9.5. This is taking a little longer than expected to get to 50 million, but it is actually going fairly quick. It's running through these calculations pretty quick considering how many calculations it actually has to go through just to see. We actually get a bit of a drop off here. It doesn't pop back up to that 9.5. Interesting. So this could mean if this stays around that 9% instead of 9.5, that could actually mean that we want to keep our drowsy power below, like in between 39 million and 28 million, just to maintain a 9.2 to 9.5% chance of seeing a Dedenne. That's kind of what it's looking like. It looks like the spawn pool starts to get a little more diluted beyond that 39 million mark. And so it actually drops the chances off to around 9 and even dropping down to about, yeah, 8.9. I thought I saw 8.8 in there somewhere too. So yeah, we are now done. That's 50 million. So yeah, this is actually very interesting. If this is accurate, then it looks like keeping your drowsy power between 28 and 39 million is actually the best way to maximize your odds of seeing a Dedenne. I'm sure these numbers are going to change for every Pokemon because not all Pokemon have the same drowsy power requirement. They all show up at different places. But according to this, if I'm reading this correctly, your best odds of finding a Dedenne are on green grass. Well, your best odds on green grass are to keep your drowsy power between 28.5 million and 39 million roughly. And that will give you the highest odds in between that 9.2 and 9.5% chance for it to show up. It does drop off up to the 50 million. Now, if you can get above 50 million, then you won't well, one way or another, run these calculations yourself just to get the calculations based on your typical performance. But if you can get above 50 million, if you can get 100 million, it may change. I'm not going to sit here and do that on camera. That's going to take entirely too long for the calculations to run through. But if you can get 100 million, 200 million, you may see some different results. You may even get a higher odds. My suspicion is that the odds for Dedenne will go down as the spawn pool gets more and more diluted. But maybe there's a chance of seeing some of the other Dedennes. You know, maybe the 4-star actually has a much higher chance. Keep in mind, this calculation I just did was only for the 1-star Dedenne. 2-star, 4-star, probably going to return different results. You may have a very high chance of seeing the 4-star later on. I don't know. Like I said, these calculations take a while to run, so I'm not going to sit here and run through every possibility on camera because I don't want to waste everybody's time. But we can go ahead and move on, and we can see we've got 646 research XP. Didn't get to level 51. Didn't expect to. We also got 1,422 dream shards. So not too bad. We will have a full spawn board tomorrow, so hopefully things will be better. And we need to get that snoozing type because even though it is pseudo-balanced, it does seem to skew more towards what you actually get. So hopefully tomorrow will be better. But let's go ahead and check. We have no new news. We do have new community reports. Hopefully about 48 of them. Hey, right on the money. There we go. With 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ooh, only 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, only 9 that doubled up. That's really low odds for us. But again, a lot of them, a handful of them, Dedenne candies, and a lot of Dedenne candies just throughout the community report. So that's very good. No level ups today, but that is to be expected when we have so many level 5 friends, which is really going to pay off once we get to Raikou. Well, let's go ahead and collect the fruits of our Pokemon's labors. Good amount of ginger and berries. And then we've got Dugtrio. Come on, buddy. We got a skill trigger, but it looks like no leaks, which is very unfortunate because that may prevent us from making the spicy leek curry. Dragon Noodle, no skill trigger. Of course, it triggered right before bed. We did get a skill trigger there. 2,409, that's a good roll. That was a good roll. You've already got something again? Another berry? That's fine. All right, now you have been the MVP. Espeon triggered, I think 4 times yesterday. But once we got to the last one, I kind of lost track of the count and I couldn't remember if it was 3 or 4. For sure 3 times yesterday, possibly 4. And we're starting the day off with another one, another 2,675. So we're getting at least about 8,500. What is that? No. Just about 8,000 minimum extra strength per day just from Espeon's skill trigger. Definitely a good call to be on the team, especially with having the Mago as the favored berries, because we're not only getting the double strength from the berries, but also a lot of extra strength just from the skill trigger. I'm loving Espeon on these Mago berry teams. Definitely need to bring it back next time we go to Lapis. Unfortunately, yeah, we do not have enough leeks for the curry because we were like 2 shy, I think. We'll see here in a minute. We were a couple shy, and I was like, surely Dugtrio will get some, you know, over the course of the night. I didn't even make spicy leek curry for dinner, just to make sure we had some for breakfast, and nope, no dice. Well, not even just to make sure we had some for breakfast. We didn't have enough leeks anyway, even if I wanted to use it. Yeah, we need 3. So that's really bad. So we're gonna make our backup limbercorn stew. We're gonna throw in a bunch of mushrooms to kind of help bulk this thing out. Eventually, we are gonna swap out that other Gengar for something else. I did swap out one Gengar for Dratini, as you saw, because Dratini was bringing in actually 3 more herbs per day than the other Gengar. So felt like it was a good switch, and it gives us a chance to give Dratini some experience. So felt like a good idea. And then now, once we get a decent amount of herbs, I'll probably swap out the other Gengar for something else that needs some more XP, or probably Beware to get some more corn, because we're running out thanks to having to make the backup limbercorn stew a little more often than I had anticipated. But either way, we're still doing good. Limbercorn stew is actually turning out to be a pretty solid recipe. It's not a bad one to fall back on, especially if you can't make some of the other recipes. Limbercorn stew seems to be very good. That does put us at Master 1, about halfway to Master 2. So we now have a full spawn board for the rest of the week. Ooh, and a mission complete. We got Snorlax to Master 1. See, there we go. There's the herbs. 4 herbs compared to 1 berry from Gengar. That's why I swapped in Dratini. Honestly, thought about putting some more candies into Dratini just to get it a little bit higher up, and this has been what I've been putting my candy boosts into anyway. Seems to be a solid idea. Has a pretty good ingredient spread that I like. Has good sub skills. The only thing about it that I don't particularly like is the nature, but it's still a 74 PR Dratini, so I think it's worth it, and it evolves at level 23. So let's see what we can do. With Candy Boost on, that gets it to level 23. Cost is 16,500 Dream Shards instead of 4,000. I mean, yeah, it's worth it. Considering how long it takes to level up a pseudo legendary, it's worth it. Which is kind of making me nervous about how long it's going to take to level up a legendary. But we'll talk about that bridge when we get to it, because that's going to be rough. Okay, so we now have a level 23 Dratini with herbs and corn. I think this is one that's going to be with us for a while. It doesn't have the best sub skills, but I think I'm comfortable at least getting this one to level 30 and then just letting it grow naturally. So we're going to evolve it. Hopefully this is the right call. If not, we're going to be spending a lot of time at Lapis anyway, so hopefully we'll get those candies back. But I think this is worth it. Especially for the herb and corn. I think that's a solid mix. It's not the most ideal mix for me, but it's a solid mix. And now we have a 52-minute frequency instead of an hour and 5 minutes, I think it was, hour and 9 minutes. So quite a big jump, which is very, very good. It's going to do very good wonders for collecting those herbs. And hopefully we can replace Gengar with something else, because it is also kind of slacking on the herbs. But I don't know. We'll just have to see how the rest of the week goes. For now, we just have a few missions we need to collect. We did get to Master 1, which is the 20 Dedenne candies. And then we also got to Ultra 4, which is the, what is that, a medium? No, a small dream cluster. Of course, we're going to get to Master 3 for the Metapod incense. Whoa! Didn't go to bed on time No, yes, I did. Didn't go to bed on time the night before. That's what it was. The rest of it should be pretty much in the bag. The biscuits will probably do that just because of Electric Week. Befriending 10 Pokemon, that may or may not happen. It just depends on what we see. But yeah, that is all I have got for today. Be sure to let me know what you think about the new, what did they call it? Oh, it's gone. Where was it? The new sleep style probability feature on the Raynon website. Let me know what you think about it. If you've got some interesting applications that I didn't bring up, of course, drop those in the comments because I don't think of everything. Far from it. And I definitely like to see you guys coming up and telling me your ideas for these new features so that we can use them to the best of our ability as a community. That said, thank you for watching the video. Make sure to hit that like button if you liked it, subscribe if you want to see more, and until next time, later dudes.